That's a weird heart.
What color is that? Like the sun.
Yellow.
Very good, baby. I'm Ellz. You know, at home I'm dad. This is a little bit, you know, of what my life is like usually. I'm an MC, I'm a rapper, I'm a songwriter. That's what I like to be most recognized for stories that I tell. Like, I feel like there's a lot of rappers that will continuously just make raps, but there's no real concept behind it or story. I'm a father, you know, I like to incorporate that in my craft. Like, this is a lot of my life. This has been
Where's my cover?
This is my son RJ, my girl Brittany. This is my family. This is like an everyday life for me, which was an adjustment. I was, you know, roughly young when I had him, and a lot changed since. A regular day here would be kind of what you're seeing. We got a lot of
you like snake?
I don't like snake. That's my son trying to get under my skin because he knows I don't like snakes and he doesn't like spiders. You want a spider?
No.
Yeah, he's got a pretty good personality and sense of humor. Like, he likes to do little things for attention to get out of my skin. In a sense, it's just the way to let me know that he loves me, and you know, he can smile and make a joke about it. We are an interracial family in America. As a parent, you have your certain concerns about things and adversities that he'll face growing up. We don't have issues really with racism as far as our immediate family is concerned with our parents and, you know, people who are close to us. Everybody's been very supportive. I would be just as likely to protect him from racism the same way I would with, like, falling down a set of stairs or, you know, a regular natural concern or hazard you have as a parent. It's just, to me, it's just now, it's like, it's just another step into fatherhood that I have to be ready to deal with and set an example. This is my girl's nail collection. Just a little something that she pulled out just to give you guys a little display, some of the creativity that we do. Like, as you can see, there's a lot of children things like the Mario mushrooms. That Nintendo thing's pretty dope.
And I did this for Halloween. It's guy from Scream. Some black spider. John thinks so. It's a pretty big guy.
She got some palm trees that are on Instagram that I really love. I'm a huge fan of. I just saw her creativity take off, and I would start investing in buying her things and kind of encourage her. You know, so a lot of times after dinner, he'll be doing his little story scripts on the floor with his toys, kind of creating his own dialogue and going back and forth, and she'll be over here doing her thing while I'm in the kitchen working on my music. And that's really, after school, work, and dinner, chores, and all that, that's usually what's commonly going on. Either that, we'll sit down, we'll watch a movie together, but we all have our own little space and things that we like to do when we're at home. And I don't know about them, but I really enjoy watching them do theirs. It makes me feel more comfortable in my own element doing me. Alright, Daddy gotta go to work.
Papa.
Come here. Say I love you for all the days.
I love the day.
Like for all the days.
Alright, I'll see y'all when I get home.
Alright.
This is Colors. It's gonna be off my joint. The concept is pretty much, it's got a twist. Like, you know, the beginning of it is kind of just promoting equality and like dealing with interracial relationship type things, and then it kind of twists into dealing with the whole police brutality and racism that's going on in America, and then kind of twisting into my whole thing of fatherhood being, well, both of us being parents of sons that from mixed relationships, and just kind of our journey through it. It just kind of really portrays our everyday life and something that we deal with in this time period. Yo, I was in the Burger King trying to get a burger, fam. The only white boy, they started bringing up Ferguson, but I wasn't popping shit. I heard a cop shot his kid, and a couple cops on the block even watched the shit. So with a witness, still with no forgiveness, he walked out the door like he never even did this. What is this? Authorities harassing minorities, reportedly trying to mask it with poverty. Of course it bothered me. My son got a dark complexion and my face looked like the cops that want to stop arrest him. So when he's older and he goes, yo, to pop the question, I gotta let him know, yo, it's part of life's lessons. Forgive but don't forget, don't hold on to stressing. Every second is a blessing and to focus on progression. You see, my brother was a cop that was taught, yo, to serve and protect and put his faith into God. And my other brother straight up off that block being watched in the neighborhood where they slang rock, and they both know your uncle, and they both really love you, and they both there to make sure you stay away from trouble. But the trouble is it's hard to tell who's who. So during your youth, make sure you stay focused on doing you. Bring unity to your community, create the proper opportunity. Don't get caught up in the hate, the scrutiny. A misconception can lead to a misdirection, which can have a reflection on the intentions where you're headed. But it's a blessing, cause you're my resurrection, so I know you'll take a profession and turn it to perfection, like the rap in the flow. Just relax and take it slow. You a Elliot, boy, you better act like you know. Yeah.
In my verse, I talked about, the police brutality. Of course, I'm black and I like white girls, so I talked about that in there. That's gonna be a real strong line, and a lot of people ain't gonna like it, but I felt I put in what I felt. So I'm talking about envying each other, hating each other. Like, why can't we stick and stand by each other? And it's crazy. Like, I just can't wait for everybody to hear it. Why we hate and envy each other? Cause it's part of human nature. Why we say that we brothers, we really love each other. Why can't we treat our females how we treat our mothers? Instead of causing pain over materialistic things, throwing money in the club, let's go purchase a ring. Instead of dressing kids down, let's teach them to think. So with the hood crown you, nigga, that don't make you a king. Why we fighting each other instead of fighting for peace? See, these cops keep killing our teens. Some we need to come together and start letting it be. I know it's crazy that I want a white girl versus an African queen, but this white boy been here more than the brother would be.
I feel like it's just I love this joint for the whole project because it's like like I said, I like to be noticed for my storytelling, my ability to kind of touch people's real emotions and real life everyday things. And it's like, I feel like when you create a project, you can't just have your club joints or your street joints. You need to have some real life and like diversity into your record. So like, to me, that was a big thing, and the fact that it touched so much of my reality, it was something that had a lot of meaning to me personally. So like,
hear it all or do another track?
Yeah, he highlighted. The biggest thing about it is the world that we're bringing our children into, because now it's like, my fear, first and foremost, for putting a song out like this is that some people wouldn't want to hear the message from me because of my skin color. At some point, I felt like I had a responsibility to try to promote that it is okay, because I brought my son into this world. He's brought his son into this world. You hear about on the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock news all the negativity. You don't hear about what's going on in our everyday household and the love from, both aspects and, family members and the way we intertwine together in a positive sense. Bringing the whole twist into the story with my brother being a cop, who's a white suburban kid, and then my other brother who I grew up with in the streets in the hood, is almost like they are both very well-hearted, but in a sense, in some situations, I feel like in society, regardless who's right or wrong, I feel like authority should have more responsibility, but there's an equal fear from one another. Like, it's hard to tell who's who. It's hard to tell who's the articulate, artistic kid that involved in hip-hop culture, or, somebody that's willing to take a life out there selling dope, or who's the good cop that, is the alpha man that's there to protect, our people in our community, and who's, the control freak that's, got issues with racism and authority and kind of taking advantage of that and willing to take a life as well. But I feel like there's still like an equal fear outside of what you hear on the news from each life.